जय यशोदानन्दन व्रज जनरञ्जन यमुनतीरवनचारि जय राधा माधव जय कुंज विहारी जय गोपीजन वल्लभ जय गिरिवरधारी जय यशोदानन्दन व्रज जनरञ्जन यमुनतीरवनचारि जय राधा माधव जय कुंज विहारी हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे जय गौरनिताय जय गौरनिताय जय गौरनिताय जय गौरनिताय जय राधा वल्लभ श्री राधे जय जगन्नाथ जय बलदेव जय सुभद्रा जय जय प्रभुपाद जय जय प्रभुपाद जय जय गुरुदेव जय जय गुरुदेव नित गौर हरि बोल नित गौर हरि बोल श्री श्री गौरीता की श्री श्री राधा भगवान की श्री 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 जगन्नाथ बलदेव सुभद्र महारानी की शिल प्रभुपाद की निताय गौर प्रमंदे। हरे कृष्णा। So today we are reading from Śrīmad Bhāgavatam, Canto 9, Chapter 9, verse number 46. So this verse actually tells us about why even devatas, elevated personalities, are unable to realize God. What is the difficulty? If you want to find out, this verse tells us the answer. What is the difficulty? Why they are not able to realize? Then of course, that also applies to humans as well. Humans are even lower than the devatas. So even we also have difficulty. And the cause for difficulties are explained very nicely. And today is also a Gundicha Marjana day. Gundicha is a temple where Jagannath, Baladeva, Subhadramaya are going to come, stay for some time, soon. So before they arrive to the temple, Marjana means cleaning. Okay? So along with that, we also have to clean ourselves as well, not only outside which we did, but also inside. Okay? So we can do that inside cleaning by hearing Śrīmad Bhāgavatam first, and then we'll talk about Gundicha Marjana later. So, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. This Canto 9 is also called as liberation. If you want to achieve liberation from bondage of material existence, simply by reading Canto 9, we can get liberated. So that is why this is the right title that Prabhupada has given to this Canto 9. So let us read verse number 46, first word by word, then full verse. Ye vikspita indriya diha devaha te sahridhi stitam na vindanti priyam sasvat atmanam kim uta apare. Ye vikspitandriya diyo. Ye vikspitendriya diyo. Devaste swahridayi stitam. Devaste swahridayi stitam. Na vindati priyam saswad. Na vindati priyam saswad. Atmanam kim utapare. Atmanam kim utapare. Ye vikaspitendriya diyo. Devaste swahridayi stitam. Na vindati priyam saswad. Atmanam kim utapare. Ye vikaspitendriyo diyo. Devaste swahridayi stitam. Na vindati priyam saswat. Atmanam kim utapare. Devaste swahridayi stitam. Na vindati priyam saswat. Atmanam kim utapare. Ye vikaspita indriya diya. Devasta swahridayi stitam. Na vindati priyam saswat. Atmanam kimuta pare. Devaste svardesitam. Navindati priyam sasvat. Atmanam kimuta pare. Atmanam kimuta pare. Mataji. Ye vikasendriya dhiyo. Devaste svardesitam. Atmanam kimuta pare. Ye vikasendriya dhiyo. Devaste svardesitam. Na Atmanam kimuta pare. Okay, translation. Which personalities? Vikaspita indriya diya, whose senses, mind, and intelligence are always agitated because of material conditions. Devaha, like the demigods, they, such persons, Swahrdi, in the court of the heart, in the core of the heart. Sitam, situated. Na, not. Vindanti, no. Priyam, the dearmost personality of Godhead. Sasvat, constantly, eternally. Atmanam, the supreme personality of Godhead. Kim uta, what to speak of? Apare, others like human beings. Translation and purport by Srila Prabhupada ki. Even though the demigods have the advantages of being situated in the higher planetary system, their minds, senses and intelligence are agitated by material conditions. Therefore, even such elevated persons fail to realize the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who is eternally situated in the core of the heart. What then is to be said of others, such as human beings, who are fewer disadvantages? Purport. It is a fact, the Supreme Personality of Godhead is always situated in everyone's heart. Isvaraha sarva bhutanam hridayesu arjuna tisthati. But because of our material anxieties, which are inevitable in this material world, we cannot understand the Supreme Lord, although He is situated so near to us. For those always agitated by material conditions, the yogic process is recommended so that one may concentrate his mind upon the Supreme Personality of Godhead within the heart. Dhyanavastya tad gatena manasa pashyantiyam yoginaha. Because in material condition, the mind and senses are always agitated. By the yogic procedures like dharana, asana, dhyana, one must quiet the mind and concentrate it upon the Supreme Personality of Godhead. In other words, the yogic process is a material attempt to realize the God. Whereas bhakti devotional service is the spiritual process by which to realize Him. Maharaj Katvanga accepted the spiritual path and therefore he was no longer interested in anything material. Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, chapter 18, verse 55, Bhaktya mam abhijayanti. Only by devotional service I can be understood. One can understand Krishna, the Parabrahman, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, only through devotional service. The Lord never says that one can understand Him by performing mystic yoga or by philosophically speculating. Bhakti is above all such material attempts. Anyabhyasata sunyam jnana karmadi anavartam. Bhakti is uncontaminated, being unalloyed even by jnana or pious activities. Om Ajnana Trimindasya Jnananjala Shalakaya Chakshur Anmilatamena Tasme Sri Gurave Namaha Namo Om Vishnupadaya Krishnapadaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Nityanamini Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharini Nirvishesha Sunyavadi Pachata Desha Tarini Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadara Sivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vanda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. So this is the very beautiful verse spoken by Katvanga Maharaj. Actually, Katvanga Maharaj also appears in Canto 2. So Sukadeva Goswami, so he just tells about Katvanga Maharaj just in one verse. So those of you who still remember, Canto 2, how many of you present when the Canto 2 was discussed in the temple here? Even I also didn't attend. Yeah, I think I started reading from Canto 4. Pujari? No? Okay. So anyway, so in Canto 2, which was spoken by Sukadeva Goswami in response to a question by Parikshit Maharaj, I thought it was very in the beginning. So as you all know, Parikshit Maharaj, when he was cursed to die within 7 days, he went to Ganga river to take instruction from Sukadeva Goswami. Of course, this was the arrangement of Lord who sent Sukadeva Goswami so that Parikshit Maharaj can hear these glories of Supreme Lord. So when he asked question, so what should a person who is about to die within 7 days do? Obviously, Sukadeva Goswami glorified Parikshit Maharaj's question, but he tells about this incident of Katvanga Maharaj just in one verse. So he says, so how Katvanga Maharaj was informed that he will live only just for a moment. What did he do? Immediately he took shelter of the supreme shelter. Correct? Supreme safety. We all are seeking safety when the danger comes. Correct? So these days the dangers are any place. Atom bombs, nuclear bomb may fall. What are they doing? What is the safety place? They are going inside the bunker, inside some cave and taking shelter there. But whereas here, when Katvanga Maharaj was told that he will die within a moment, his life only one moment left. So immediately he took shelter of the supreme safety. The supreme safety is Supreme Lord. Of course, in particular, he took shelter of lotus feet of Supreme Lord. So there he explained very briefly to impress upon Parikshit Maharaj that in your case, you are very fortunate. You have 7 days. So what can you do in 7 days? Here Śrīmad Bhāgavatam, the Leela of devotees, the Leela of Supreme Lord, teachings of Supreme Lord, and the teachings of devotees also. So what we are reading is, this is the teaching of Katvanga Maharaj. So his situation was explained in one verse, but after that, he started explaining his realization apart from taking shelter of Supreme Lord. So for our benefit, so impress upon us the importance of taking shelter of Supreme Lord. Impress upon us the futility or infutility of taking shelter of material world. In a previous verse he said, when I was a child, normally child are interested in playing, having a toy car, having a toy aeroplane, playing with them. Those are their desires. But he's saying that I was not even interested even during childhood. At that time, I was only interested in what is eternal, what is permanent, instead of all these temporary things. Of course, his glory we all know. He was a powerful king. So just like other kings, there were many kings, not only powerful, but also very understanding what is the true duty of that this life in human form, the true duty. Just like Prahlad Maharaj, Parikshit Maharaj, Ambarish Maharaj, Dura Maharaj, these are all great personalities. They were ruling the entire state. So they, that time state means entire earth. Not like, these days we have got so many states, so many countries. And the number of countries are keep increasing, even though we got United Nations. Prabhupada said that number of flags are keep increasing every year. If you go to United Nations, so today there may be, let's say, 200 nations in the country, in this earth. Then somehow they fight and divide, and they become one more country, two countries, sometimes multiple countries. When there is a civil war, sometime breaks down, and then everybody start claiming small reason as their own country, then it will be divided into multiple countries. So flags are keep increasing, so there is no truly united. So therefore, we need to bring in the union. That is only possible when everybody become devotee. Anyway, in this case of Katunga Maharaj, he was very powerful king. So powerful that even the demigods like Indra takes help of Katunga Maharaj to defeat his enemies. Who are his enemies? The demons. So demons were always attacking the heavenly planet. So Indra was always in insecurity. So instead of taking shelter of Supreme Lord, he took shelter of others who are materially powerful. Big army, very powerful physically, who can defeat easily. So in fact, Katunga Maharaj went there and defeated the demons. So Devatas very impressed by Katunga Maharaj. So therefore they wanted to award him some material benefit. If somebody, you came and helped me to defeat this enemy, please tell me, what can I do for you? Can I give you some more, kingdom? Can I give you more booms? Can I give you some power? Those are all material powers. What can Indra give? Indra cannot give spiritual power to you. So one can give what they have. What does Indra have? Material power. He can give you that his Indrastra, maybe Airavata if you like. The thunderbolt he can give you. So which is a very powerful instrument. So, but Katunga Maharaj was not interested in those things. He is interested in somehow realizing his prime duty of life. So therefore, he was interested in spirituality. He asked them, can you please tell me how much time I have got in this life? They know. They can open the book. What is your lifespan in this life? What is yours? What is yours? Correct? Some have got 100, some have got 50, some have got 25, some have got 30. They can see, only one moment left. Immediately says, Hari Bol, I am leaving your heavenly planet, going back to earth. What for? Take shelter of Supreme Lord. So that's what he did. So this is a great lesson for all of us. Of course, we think we have got a lot of time in our life. Correct? All of us are thinking that we have got a lot of time. So we don't see our end. So we only see that we have got a lot of time, hundreds of years, or at least another 50 years, maybe 40 years, 30 years. A lot of time is there. Very fortunate in that from that perspective. But what should we do? We should take this inspiration from Katunga Maharaj. We need to take inspiration from Parikshit Maharaj, Dhruva Maharaj, Ambarish Maharaj. engage ourselves in that seva. Now going through this verse, fully. So the first line, ye vikspita indriya diha. Vikspita indriya diha. So this vikspita indriya diha, which is, agitation. Vikspita means agitation. We are getting agitated because of indriya. So here, of course, indriya refers to not only our knowledge acquiring senses, but also mind. Krishna consider mind also, part of this agitation. Then, of course, diha means intelligence. So our senses, mind, and intelligence, all of them are agitated. So this is the great difficulty why we are not able to take shelter of Supreme Lord. This Katwanga Maharaj is saying. Of course, the teachings of elevated personalities, the devotees, are in alignment, are same as Krishna's teaching. The same thing even Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita. So he says, this Jiva Bhuta, what are they doing? So they are suffering from mind and senses. That's what he said in this verse. Mama Mamse Jiva Loke Jiva Bhuta Sanatanaha Manasasthani Indriyani Prakristani Karshati. In Prakriti, they are suffering from this mind and senses because of their conditioning. Of course, if mind and senses are not conditioned, that means they are pure, then they are not agitated. When our mind and senses are very pure, spiritual, we are not agitated. Sitosa sukha dukkhada. Whether it is a cold or hot, we are not agitated. Correct? If it is very cold and no jacket, we are agitated. Correct? Oh, so much of suffering. Or if it is too hot, we are agitated. If it is too rainy, we are agitated. Correct? Because we are not Sita Prajna, so we are conditioned. So therefore we are expecting all the pleasure for our senses. And this world is not giving us. So therefore we are agitated. So they are agitated, very difficult. So this here he says, first starting with ye. Ye yugaspitendriya diyo devas. Devas are also agitated. Devas, those living beings in the heavenly planet, of course they are elevated personalities. So they have definitely much more blessings from Supreme Lord. Supreme Lord appointed them as controllers, rulers of this universal affairs. Indra, king of heavenly planet. Because every planet has a king. Correct? Even earthly planet also has a king. But of course we got lots of kings. But everybody thinks they are king. That is why the fight is going on. Correct? If there is only one sole supreme king on earthly planet, all will be controlled. If there is a powerful king, one king, all others will be in better control and managed better. But because we got so much of division, so many kings, and everybody thinking that they are the supreme. And we see newspaper, you open every newspaper every day, you hear about people, one country fighting with other country in the name of establishing supremacy. How do you establish supremacy today? By having a nuclear weapon. Any country which has got nuclear weapon, okay, we are supreme. Nobody can dare to threat us. If they threat us, use the guided missile, throw on them, others. Finish. The whole country will be vanished into dust. Not only the people finished, the trees finished, the earth get contaminated, then all the living beings are died. Then of course if there is somebody managed to survive, they will have a lot of problem. Like Hiroshima and Nagasaki. Correct? When they are thrown, still people are having that trouble. Sometimes baby may be born without leg. Even if they are born, it is so weak that after some period even the hands will fall down. So this is what nuclear weapons can do. So just to establish supremacy, they are simply fighting. So they are inventing many security measures. Some say, okay, if you try to throw on my country, I am going to build iron dome. I am going to build golden dome. So that it can't penetrate into my country. All this unnecessary ugra karma, simply investing so much of time and energy, digging the earth, taking all the natural resources, including uranium, then creating these bombs and simply destroying each other. That's all is going on. Correct? Really. And they're investing huge amount of our earning in that. In Australia, let's say you earn 100,000. Correct? 30% of that is given to the government. Or you earn 300,000. 49% is given to government. Okay? How anybody paid 49% of your income? Maybe in future, our kids might become, very elevated leaders of the society. Then they may get 500,000 salary. Then you will know that you have to give at least 49%. Actually now better. If you had come to Australia 25 years ago, that time 67%. Imagine 60% plus 69% of higher salary will be taken. Anyway, what do they do with that money? Do some social activity. But also major chunk of that money is used in army, in defense. So huge amount of money is used. That means we are actually working hard for this purpose. If all the people are very devoted, only by 30% of our income, we can live in the same standard that we are living today. Correct? Just 30%. That means, instead of working that 8 hour, 10 hour, we can work only 5 hour. Remaining hours we can do more chanting. And if it is today, we can do Gundicha Marjana. Gundicha Marjana, clean the temple, clean the house where the deity is, keep everything neat. Cleanliness is next to godliness, external cleanliness. Then we can spend more time to hear Śrīmad Bhāgavatam. Now we only have half an hour, 45 minutes, 1 hour. And if it is more than 1 hour, our senses are agitating. Oh, prasada time. When will this Bhagavatam class will be stopped? Agitation. Because we are not sure if we delay, it becomes 9:30, 10 o'clock, all the prasada finished. What do I do? So worry. So therefore it is important that our energy and effort, resources, these kings also use it in rightly. And we need kings like Katwanga Maharaj. So that they are not only themselves devotees, themselves purified, they also make sure that we are also purified. So this is what having a ruler or a king like Katwanga Maharaj. And of course, those citizens were very fortunate having a king like Katwanga Maharaj, having a king like Prabhupada Maharaj, having a king like Parikshit Maharaj. Very fortunate. Having a good leader, good parent, good guru is not easy. Having such right personality with those who have a right understanding can help us a lot. So these senses are very difficult to control. And our desire for sense gratification, when they are not satisfied, they get agitated. It is very strong. Even Indra cannot control. Even though he is the king of heavenly planet, he cannot control. We have many examples where Indra became victim of senses. Say for example, Indra desired to enjoy with Ahalya. There is a nice story about how King, Indra disguised and to look like Gautama Muni. Gautama Muni and Ahalya were, they were husband and wife. Here, Indra is desiring to enjoy with wife of Gautama Muni, Ahalya. Why? Ahalya was very beautiful materially. Very beautiful face, beautiful nose, correct? So these days, if nose is not beautiful, what do? They do nose surgery. So then make it nose very nice, like Sri Devi. You know Sri Devi? Not the consort of Lord Narayana. Sri Devi. She no more, but Sri Devi was very famous actor once upon a time. in India. So nose was not looking so beautiful, so she has to do nose surgery. Sometimes skin, face surgery, ear surgery, eye surgery, even this eyebrow surgery also, beauty parlor. So all this, so she was very beautiful. So Indra always desired that this Ahalya become my wife. He was desiring like that, but it didn't happen. So Lord Brahma, in a contest, Swami, so he asked, who can go around the universe and come back quickly? That person is eligible to marry this Ahalya, so the most beautiful one. At that time, of course, Indra went very fast. He used all his power, energy, went around the universe and came back. And meanwhile, Narada is saying that, no, already Gautam Muni finished. How? He said, Gautam Muni, can't even run. He's an old man. Can't even go faster like me. How is he finished? He says, no. So there was a Surabhi cow. Surabhi cow. So she was giving birth and then this Gautam Muni just went around it. So that is equivalent to, according to Veda, circumambulate the entire universe. Therefore, he won it. So, of course, Indra was not happy. But anyway, marriage was performed to Gautam Muni. He is always eyeing on that Ahalya. And then, so one day he decided to, when this Gautam Muni went to the river for taking early bath, so he disguised and came to look like Gautam Muni, and then, so seduced her. You see, Indra is becoming victim of senses. How is it possible for him to understand the Supreme Lord? So that is the question. Not just Indra Dev, also Chandra also. Chandra Dev, the ruler of this moon planet, what did he do? Even he tried to not just seduce, had a sexual union with Tara, who? Wife of Brahaspati. Brahaspati is the Guru. So why these Vedas are teaching us? They're teaching us these senses are so powerful, even the so-called personalities cannot, control them. Then of course we have others, yogis. Even the yogis are doing tapas like this for thousands of years. One such we hear often is about Vishwamitra. Vishwamitra earlier was a king, then he wanted to become a powerful Brahmarshi, and he started doing tapas, and he did tapas for almost thousands of thousands, almost 10,000 a year. He's doing so ghora tapas. Then King Indra, God becomes suspicious. This person is doing so much tapas, why? Maybe he wants my kingdom also. He is already ruler of earth during Satyavaka, and he wants my kingdom also. What do I do? So do something about it. So he sent Menaka. Menaka. So Menaka is the beautiful woman from heavenly planet. So Menaka Devi came. So because of which, then when she was walking, her ankle bells, ting, 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 no? Then this Vishwamitra got attracted to the sound and opened his eyes and see a beautiful lady in front. So he spent almost 10 years, enjoyed with her. Then, of course, offspring also came, Shakuntala and all. The story we know, you can see, even through yogic process you can control. Although yogic process is recommended to control, Prabhupada is saying that yogic process you can try to control, but it is very difficult. Why? Because this mind has unlimited desires. Because mind has unlimited desire, it wants to enjoy through senses. So therefore, unlimited desire, unlimited sense enjoyment. So how much desire we got? Just like you go to this, ocean seashore here, just here 5-minute walk, you go and just stand there and count waves. How many waves are there? Endless. You keep on counting and keep on coming and going, up and down, up and down, up and down. There is no end to it all. Just like that, our desires, uncontrolled, endless. There is no end to our desire. So very difficult. So even waves like tsunami also, of course, when waves like tsunami comes, your accounting business is over. The tsunami will just swept you, finished. Only those who are lucky, maybe they will fall into somewhere safe place, but most of the finish are finished. Correct? Tsunami is one of the danger problem that we have. So these mind and senses are definitely very difficult to control. No doubt about it. So although Prabhupada is saying that, yes, through every process we can try to control, but they're very difficult. Arjuna also says in Krishna, Chanchalam he manaha Krishna. He says, Krishna, this mind is chanchala, turbulent, obstinate. So, very difficult to control. It is easy to control the wind direction, but not this mind direction. Mind, directing here and there, everywhere, like a monkey. Monkey is not satisfied. You go and see monkey in Vrindavan. Any experience in Vrindavan? So monkey always wants something, even if it is full also. So it wants banana. So somehow it goes on a banana tree and plucks one banana, start eating. Meanwhile, he'll open their eyes and sees, oh, there is one more banana there. Looks like there is more better than this. He'll throw this banana, half eaten, and jump to that one. Then they will go and stand on one column. Then they see devotees going around. Which devotee has a speck? They will see anybody has a speck. Very, very careful, very, very observant. And they also know that when you took this speck and put into pocket, you are holding like this. Then you see, okay, my Vrindavan yatra over. Now I'm going to get into auto. I put back my speck and auto is going. You thought you were safe. Monkey knows the moment you put there, comes running, goes on the cap, and then you will just put your hand inside that through window and takes away like this. It happened to me, my speck. Takes away. Then what? You have our eyes are senses, eyes are not strong, weak. That's why we need a speck. Correct? Why are we having speck? Because our senses are weak. We can't see Radha Vallabha nicely. Or sometimes we can't read properly. I can read, but we have different problem. We can't see either far away object properly, or some can't see near object properly. So they need reading glass. We need glass to see Radha Vallabha nicely. And we can't do, so we are helpless. What do monkeys do? They will go and couple of monkeys, not one. The monkey which snatch your speck, and other monkeys' friends. They are also like a, thieves gang. They are gang of thieves. So they all stand on the column. Then you are helpless. Maybe beg that auto driver, do you have some chapati or something? So he may have chapati if you are lucky. Then he will throw one chapati. The monkey which has snatched your speck which is holding, you will catch that chapati. Then what to do? Then you will take that speck, give it to the next monkey, enjoying that chapati. Now you try to please the next monkey. That will also catch and give to next one. So they have agreement. So these monkeys have very agreement. They are very cooperative when it comes to this matter, sense gratification. Very cooperative among themselves. I hope some of you have experience. Or at least you might have seen others having this trouble. Sometimes they will snatch and then you give them, okay, let me take some Parle-G biscuit or some biscuit and give them one biscuit. No. Unless you give them full biscuit, full fruity, they will not give back. You can't trade them with just one biscuit, one carrot. No, they want complete package. Then they will give back. Otherwise, what they do? They are not holding like this. They are doing chewing this, chewing that, and then taking one stone, doing. They also know how to threat you, how to keep you in control. And at that time, that is the only shelter. So these senses are very difficult to control. So as Arjuna says, so that's very, very proper. Then here we also talk about not only senses, mind, also intelligence. Diha, diyo. Ye yukaspita indriya diyo. Even this intelligent is also a troublesome. See, we all have mind and intelligence. So this mind, is very powerful. And of course, more powerful is intelligence. Much more powerful than it is consciousness. Unless we have consciousness, mind can't do anything. Correct? See, when they want to do some surgical operation on us, what do? They give that injection that will make us sort of unconsciousness. At that time, they can cut your nose to do nose surgery. Anything. They can cut your heart, open your heart. You don't feel any pain. So whenever consciousness is there, but if consciousness is material, our consciousness is full of material thinking, material consciousness. What happens? Our intelligence also become material only. The intelligence become material. When the intelligence is material, agitation. So when there is, so therefore our mind is not steady. So mind is supposed to be under the control of intelligence, some having right knowledge. When the mind itself is material, this intelligence is material, so our mind also become material. That means mind is not steady. Mind is chanchala, just like monkey mind. So sometime you go to see shopping centers, the children, kids, small kids, they'll be pulling the mother sari or pulling mother dress. No, why? I want this, I want that, I want that. Mother says, no, we don't need, we have enough at home. They still want new one. Correct? Childless, restless mind. Very difficult to control. This mind is unsteady. When the mind is unsteady, what happens? There is no peace at all. When there is no peace, there is no happiness. So therefore, Katunga Maharaj is saying that intelligence also. Usually we think agitation is sense agitation. Krishna further adds mind. So here also Katunga Maharaj says mind. Indriyas and the mind and the intelligence. They all are agitated. So because their intelligence that is there, we are supposed to guide the mind, is corrupted. Corrupted with all the material desires, material thinking. So no end at all. So that is why people are constantly unhappy. So next line, Devaste Swahridayi Sthitam. So of course, Prabhupada starts with, saying that it is the fact that Supreme Person of God is in our heart. So as Krishna says, Iswaraha Sarva Bhutanam Hridayesya Arjuna Titasti. So yes, definitely, here also Katunga Maharaj is saying that Te Sheva Hridayi Sthitam. The Supreme Lord as Paramatma is in the heart. Even such personalities like Devat who are agitated by Indriyas, by mind, mana, by Diyo, by intelligence, even they are not able to realize the Lord who is situated in the core of the heart. So near. With us, next to us. Small distance, maybe micro centimeter. So close, but we can't realize. This is because of this senses, our mind, our intelligence. All of them are simply agitated. So therefore, they don't have only material jnana. We talk about scientists. So we these days, by influence, by reading Śrīmad Bhāgavatam books, Prabhupada talks about spiritual scientists a lot. Usually in the general public, say scientist means, they mean material scientist. So those who are investigating the outside things, matters, organism, so that we can enjoy. So enjoy senses through outside means. Invent new mobile phone, enjoy. Invent new laptop, enjoy. Invent new methods to heat the environment, cool the environment, correct? Now the heating water, they call water pump heating, different methods. So instead of heating through electricity or through gas, we can heat by observing the temperature from the atmosphere. So new methods are being invented, all kinds of methods for enjoying our senses. So we don't know what to do. Ask some chat GPT. What do I do? How do I deal with my wife? For example. We don't know. So not just wife, but others. How do I deal with my troubling boss or whatever? Or how do I deal with my peers who are bullying me? So because we can't go and tell parents. So parents say, no, don't associate with that man. But we have desire to associate with the person who is bullying us. Even though we know. but we want to assure with that person. But how do I deal with? So we may be asking those questions. So we are inventing all kinds of methods, but they are not going to give any, solution. So they are very difficult to deal with these minds and senses. And if you can deal with it, you can become Vishwaguru. These are same senses. If you can deal with them, you can become Vishwaguru. So Prabhupada, here is wrote. So, because material conditions, the mind and senses are always agitated, by the yogic procedures like dhyana, dharana, asana and dhyana, one must quiet mind. So what is the dharana? Dharana means, just sit down like this, concentrate on one object fully. Like some people concentrate, sit down like this, observe on the light. Who are those? The Brahma Kumaris, like Brahma Kumaris. You heard about Brahma Kumaris? Brahma Kumari sect. So they, in the dark room, there is one red light will be put, or white light. Keep observing on that. Dharana, still, no disturbance, no drinking water. In Krishna Katha, everything allowed. If you are feeling sleep, you drink one apple also, no problem. As long as you are awake and hear Krishna, accepted. So spiritualizing that eating, your desire of hunger. Anyway, so like that, dharana. Through this dharana, you can actually control mind. Otherwise, mind is no why to go here. They are thinking so much. Even though in Śrīmad Bhāgavatam, we are thinking so many things. Especially during chanting, our own personal chanting. That time, all kinds of thoughts will start coming in the mind. Unless we perfect the art of chanting, they will keep on coming. Very difficult. But if you can control, as Rupa Goswami says in Nectar of Instruction, the first instruction is, one who can control this urge of speaking unnecessary things. So one who can control his krodha, means anger. One who can control this tongue desire, jiva begam. So tongue desires so many things. It wants to eat rasgulla, it wants to eat the ice cream, it wants to so many things. So if you can control that desire, if you can control desire of, urges of so many things, urges of genitals. So all this, one who can control that, such a person can become Vishwaguru. Pratvim Sishyat. He can make disciple. Pratvi Sisya. Sisya means disciple all over the Pratvi, all over the earth. So that is very, very important. So you can see this controlling is very hard. But who can control? Yogis, very difficult. We have seen Vishwamitra performed tapas for 10,000 years during Satyayoga. Of course, Satyayoga they were living for thousands of years. 10,000 years nothing. Correct? Just like we are doing tapas for 1 hour, equivalent. So he did tapas for 10,000 years, so not able to control the allurement presented by Menaka Devi. But the devotees can. We have many examples. For example, Haridas Thakur. Haridas Thakur, whom we call Namacharya Haridas Thakur. Every day we say, Namacharya Haridas Thakur ki jai, we say. This Haridas Thakur was able to control his senses very easily. As you know, once a Brahmana and Jamindar, Ramachandra Khan, so he became very envious of Haridas Thakur. Why? Haridas Thakur's popularity was increasing. Haridas Thakur was, initially born Muslim. Through his bhakti, chanting Hare Krishna mantra, he became pure devotee and his popularity increasing. He was just age of 25 years boy, young person, 25 year, and he was doing tapas. His popularity increased. Because of that, this Brahmin and also Jamindar, both. So this Ramachandra Khan, both Brahmin and also Ramachandra. He was Brahmin by birth, Dvija Bandhu, but not really Brahmin, but anyway, Brahmin father, son. So, plus he was also a rich man, Jamindar. Jamindar means one who owns a lot of land, very rich person. So he became envious. So he thought, let me do something to make this popularity, come down. How? He sent one prostitute night time, very beautiful person. She went there And he told her, I will give you so much of money, you somehow make that Haridas Thakur fall down. She went there. And Haridas Thakur, she went to Haridas Thakur Kutir, that was a cave. So she went there at midnight. Then she, Haridas Thakur keep on chanting, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Then this lady trying to take his attention, she asked him, okay, you are such a young man, I want to unite with you. He said, no problem, but please allow me to finish my vow of chanting. 300,000 names of God. He was keep on chanting. Then already day begin. Already Mangalarati time came, and then of course sunlight came. She said, okay, now I'm going home. He said, sorry, today I'm not able to satisfy you. Come tomorrow. Like this went on for 3 days. Again the same thing. On the third day, this lady got transformed. By hearing holy name from this sadhu. Sadhu, sarva sadhu sangha, sarva syatra kahe. Lava matra sadhu sangha, sarva siddhi hoy. She had associated with Haridas Thakur, hearing the pure names of God from the lotus, from the pure chanting lips of Haridas Thakur for 3 days, 3 nights actually. 3 nights she became transformed and became a bhakta. Since his death fell on his feet, please forgive me. That time Haridas Thakur says, I know all of this, that who sent you, why he sent, but just for you I am staying here. Actually these devotees, like Narada, Munis and pure devotees, they don't stay in one place for more than 1 day. All these Goswamis that we got, their Goswami picture there, Rupa Goswami, Jiva Goswami, Sanatana Goswami, Raghunath Goswami, Bhatta Raghunath, Gopal Goswami, they all were just living on different trees each day. Today, let's say they are taking shelter of this tree. Tomorrow they will leave this place and then go to another tree. Correct? They don't settle in one place. So just for you, I'm staying here. Now that you become realized, you become devotee. So you can see Haridas Thakur, because he has taken shelter of Supreme Lord, holy name, and he is enjoying so much in chanting that this any material union is insignificant. So therefore, Prabhupada says, even though this yogic process, sort of can control, but it's a material. So therefore, devotees need to take spiritual process. So Katvanga Maharaj took a spiritual process. This is very, very important. So if you do that, then we can easily control the senses. So, and of course, we have already heard about how great devotees such as Prahlad Maharaj, Dhruva Maharaj were able to, control their senses so nicely, simply by smarana. Prahlad Maharaj is the epitome of Sravanam, Kirtam, Vishnu Smaranam. He is always in smarana of Vishnu. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Always chanting holy name in his mind, even while speaking to his father. And of course, he went through so many turbulences, still not hesitated. So whenever, this Hiranyakashipu gave so much of trouble, but Prahlad Maharaj accepted very peacefully. Imagine, somebody is taking you into fire. Holika is holding this Prahlad and taking him into fire and sitting and people are putting fire, and whereas this Prahlad Maharaj is so peacefully saying Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya and smiling. You see the picture of Prahlad everywhere, very smiling. The previous canto, canto 7, so beautifully explains Prahlad Maharaj how he was so peaceful even under the turbulence. So because of that sense, he is beyond senses. So he is not seeking any, control all those. So therefore, what can we do? So that is why this Katvanga Maharaj is saying that elevated persons such as the Devas are not able to control what to say of others. That is, Kim Utapare. Kim means what? Utapare means other living entities such as humans. What to speak of the humans? So who have fewer advantage. So what can we do? So we are not able to control our mind and senses. But what we can do, we can engage. So we have, in the scripture says, 10 kind of senses, Karmendriya and Gnanendriya. We can engage this both Karmendriya and Gnanendriya in the service of Krishna. Engaging this mind and senses. So just like, Ambarish Maharaj. You heard about story of Ambarish Maharaj. previous chapter only, Ambarish Maharaj. So just few chapters before. And Ambarish Maharaj, he is able to engage his leg, his body, all his sense organs in the service of Krishna. And today is such a great day. Gundicha Marjana. So today, tomorrow is Ratha Yatra. Before Ratha Yatra means the Lord, starting his yatra from Nilachala Mandir, the main Mandir, to Gundicha Mandir. That is called Ratha Yatra. What is Gundicha Mandir? Gundicha Mandir is like Vrindavan. So Krishna, when he is in Kurukshetra or in Dwaraka, anywhere, he likes to go to Vrindavan. Vrindavan is like his birthplace. So here Gundicha in Jagannath Puri is actually birthplace of Jagannath. So the place where the house, which we call Gundicha Mandir, so this is where the deity of Jagannath, Baladeva, Subhadra for the first time was carved by who? Vishwakarma, the carpenter of demigods. For Lord service, the demigod carpenters are coming. So in that mandir, and so that mandir is what called Gundicha Mandir, where we can say Jagannath in his form is born or first appeared born in that mandir. That's why called Gundicha Mandir. So therefore Krishna wants to go there, and Krishna considers the mother place. Why? Once the Indradumna Maharaj is the one who is commissioned this project of carving the deity. So this Indradumna Maharaj, asked Jagannath, Lord Jagannath. Actually, Lord Jagannath asked him, "Oh Indradumna Maharaj, please ask me some boon from me. Because of you I appeared here, you asked me boon." He said, "Oh Lord, let there be no son for me." Can any father ask, "Let there be no son"? Of course, father may ask, but mother, his wife, was not happy about it. She says, "How come? No, I'm not going to have any child. I'm just married and no child. And my husband has asked this boon from the Lord." So because he was very morose at that time, Jagannath said, "Oh mother, don't worry, I will be your son." So therefore Jagannath became son of Gundicha. And he says, "I will come to your house once in a year." Even though, so he's in a different place, so he will come to that place. So that is Gundicha. So he is coming. So when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was there, that more than 500 ago at that time, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, okay, tomorrow Lord is going from this Nilachala hill to this Gundicha place. We must go and prepare, we must clean the Gundicha, the temple. That's called Gundicha Marjana. Marjana means cleaning. So he announced, he made a meeting of all the devotees, the president of the temple, like Aniruddha Prabhu, like there, another devotee, he is the president. Then Sarva Bhattacharya, everybody together said, "Okay, let's go to Gundicha Mandir and clean it." So they brought water from the Sarovar nearby, Indradumna Sarovar, and then all the devotees together brought water, then cleaned from the top, bottom, everything, not just cleaning the floor, cleaning the area, cleaning the fan, cleaning the light, cleaning everything very, very neatly. And while cleaning, if they need to take attention, they don't say, "Hey Hayagreva, hey Krishna Das." They say, like just we say, "Hare Krishna, Mataji, Hare Krishna Prabhu," correct? Hare Krishna is such a term, based on the context, it has different meaning. If you say Hare Krishna, means don't do this. Hare Krishna, do this. Hare Krishna, give me water. Depend upon situation. If I am feeling thirsty, when I say Hare Krishna, you should bring water. If I am hungry, I say Hare Krishna. If you are holding a gulab jamun, I say Hare Krishna, you should give me one gulab jamun. Correct? So if you have thrown something here, if I say Hare Krishna, you come and clean it. Correct? Same way, they were saying Krishna, Krishna, Krishna. Whole Gundicha Mandir was reverberating with sound of Krishna, Krishna, Krishna. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was there, everybody ecstatic. And it is this Gundicha. And this Gundicha is today is such an important day. You can engage your leg. You are engaged already, you came to the temple, very good. Now you got a hand, use your hand to clean the temple. I don't know whether the devotee will come or not, who are supposed to do. So often they don't come. So whoever is here, take this opportunity. clean the Prabhupada area, clean this. Then the Pujari will go there and clean the Garbhagudi also. And actually, today is not my seva of Rajbhagarati. One devotee who supposedly called me, "Oh, can you do Gundi chant also puja?" I said, "I'm doing Śrīmad Bhāgavatam. I may have to prepare up to midnight, 12:30. Then come here, do this class. Then I don't know whether I will have energy. Then I have to do Sayana Arti also. Don't know what will happen." Initially I said no. Then I read, "Oh, today is Gundicha Marjana. No, this is the call from Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Better accept." I called him. No, I will do it. So you can see, we all get opportunity, Gundicha Marjana. Any cleaning you do in the temple is part of Gundicha Marjana. Very important day. And it seems anything you do today is 100 times powerful. You are not only cleaning this the temple, Gundicha Marjana, we are also cleaning our heart, Cheto Darpana Marjana, which we did last 1 hour by hearing Krishna Katha. Correct? By hearing Krishna Katha, so is the purification of our heart, anartha nivarti. So similarly, now by doing this will become 100 times more effective. Just by doing some small seva of cleaning, or even what to speak, you can even cut unwanted branches so that people can move around easily. Prabhu do sometime. I've seen. If the tree is overgrown, it is very difficult to move around. So he'll cut all things neatly. That is also marjana. Marjana is very broad term. So cleaning and keeping it neat. And as the scripture says, cleanliness is next to godliness. So it is very, very important. Cleaning external, cleaning internal. So through this, the understanding the scriptures, which is what we call spiritual science. Through spiritual science, we clean internal and we be happy internally. Atmanandi, become Atmanandi, not the outside, enjoying from the outside, but inside. Okay, with this, let me conclude. You can see by our blunt material senses, our yogic process is very difficult to understand the Lord. Krishna says, very difficult to understand. Only those who are surrendered to me. So Prabhupada saying that Bhaktya Mam Abhijayanti. Who can understand Krishna as it is? Bhagavad Gita as it is, only the Bhakta. Even Prabhupada says that, the people who are scholars try to understand this Bhagavad Gita, like Radha Krishna, President Radha Krishna, still their understanding was impersonalist. Only the devotee can understand. So that is why it is recommended that you don't hear these things from a professional, eloquent speaker. You hear from a devotee. Even if he is not using very flowery word, but he will speak from the heart and give a real example so that we can understand. And then, so that way, the Lord, we are able to clear our heart, our mind and thoughts, and then become devotee. Because only devotee can make you devotee. Correct? If you associate with the terrorist, he will make you terrorist. If you associate with the devotee, he will make you devotee. If you associate with the politician, he will make you a politician. If you associate with the professor, he will make you a professor. Correct? Not immediately, but it will take time. So you are what you associate with. Jaisa sang, Vaisa rang. Correct? Jaisa sang, Vaisa rang. You become what you associate with. If the iron associate with the magnet, that iron become magnet. Try, take a magnet iron, rub it, it become a magnet. It acquires the qualities of those. Okay, so therefore, only by bhakti we can connect with the Supreme Lord. And Gundicha Marjana is such an important day. Please take advantage of it. And then some or other, do some seva. Simple as our Hare event now. You can take his those carpets and put there. The seva. You are aiding the one who is cleaning, making DG. There are so many things you can do here. Gundicha Marjana. So before we close, let me answer this important question. So Prabhu, you were calling about deshas. I would like to ask, do we have control over our desires and thoughts? Because I see it is always desires which controls me. So what to do to control desires? Yes. So the desires, sense desires are controlling everyone. And we have already discussed about how the desires are controlling Indra. Controlling even the yogi like Vishwamitra. The senses are very difficult to control. So what should we do? Our sense, the desires are controlling my mind, my thoughts, my activities, my actions, everything they are controlling. So what should we do? As we can see here, only by bhakti, engaging all those desires and senses and in the service of Krishna. So simply by we desire to see beautiful object, you can use your eye along with the specs to the beautiful, the deity. So why these deities are dressed so beautifully? For our pleasure actually. Whether you dress or not, Krishna is beautiful always. The most beautiful person. But because we want to see the beautiful things, so for our pleasure we beautifully dress, beautifully decorate, beautiful garland is made. Correct? Garland is made so beautifully, not easy to make like this, so pattern. They make so nicely, so all beautiful. So our eyes are satisfied. Okay, I can see the beautiful, more beautiful than Menaka, more beautiful than Ramba. Correct? So more beautiful, so therefore satisfied. So we don't need to do any yoga, just see the Lord. Then your ears want to hear all kinds of things. So you can hear nice Krishna Katha, get enlightened. Suppose if you hear for 1 hour about the fight between, this fight going on between America, Israel and Iran and all. You want to hear for 2 hours, 10 hours. Are you satisfied? No. We are more agitated, more remorse. But on the other hand, if you hear life of Katavanga Maharaj, enlightening, hearing. Then the smelling. So when the flower is offered to the lotus feet of Krishna and we smell, okay, the nose is satisfied. Then the tongue. Now with the soon, in another 15 minutes, there will be tongue satisfaction. So Mahaprasad offered to Supreme Lord. The mercy is there. Go and enjoy. Rasgulla, halwa, 3-4 types of sabjis, puri, pakoda, then salad, then what is that? Rice, khichdi. If it is Saturday, Hayagriva's father will make a upma also on top of it. Not only khichdi, but upma. You see, satisfying the tongue. Correct? So we are satisfying. So engaging all the senses, mind. What about mind? Mind, we are saying that you put manmanama bhakta. You engage your mind in thoughts of Krishna. Engage your mind in lotus feet of Krishna. Or you close your eyes, then just think in mind how the Krishna looks like. Just while sleeping, you are you're very cold. So already 5:30, 6 o'clock, still cold. What can you do? You don't want to get up. At least in mind. See how the Krishna was looking yesterday, Sayanarati. If you forget, just open the divine darshan and see again you remember. Engage your mind somehow. Engage in mind in thinking about Krishna. And of course, if you got material problem, there will be solution in the mind only. You got it? Actually, the greatest discoveries of the world are made in the mind, by the way. And some of them are in dream. They are not made by physical exercise. The structure of this, the greatest scientists who found the structure of all this DNA, blah, 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 all those in our body. Because of that, people are creating drug. So these structures came in the dream of one Russian guy. Even Watson Crick, who discovered all of this, some of these internals of the body. So these results have came in the dream. Even the simple scientists like my wife, she did PhD in structures of some AP4 hydrolase in Melbourne University. She said the structure, she was thinking, so many professors not able to come out with structure. She said one day in dream it came. Correct? Even the material problem solutions found in dream, in the mind. So you can definitely get Krishna. Krishna is supreme owner of everything. So anyway, by engaging our abilities, our mind and senses, along with our material problems solving, we can engage them in the Krishna service. So then they will not be agitated. Otherwise they will be agitated a lot. Okay? So you can see the bhakta like Haridas Thakur is an example. He is showing the one who is tasting holy name in chanting, one who is in service, in true service, such person will not be agitated by senses or sense object. And many examples are there. But those who are not taken shelter of Supreme Lord, they are always agitated. Correct? You open a newspaper, as I said, Any newspaper you see, how many people are agitated? So-called people who are president of a country, think that they are powerful president, they are agitated constantly for want of sense desire. They say, I should be recognized as a peace prize, Nobel Peace Prize. You see, they should give me Nobel Peace Prize, but people are not going to give me. Agitation, the desire for sense satisfaction. Kama, kama, the kama of not only the sensual desire, but also, pratishta, puja, pratishta, and all this desire are endless. So agitation. So agitation is there. We can't quiet them. Only of quieting is taking shelter of Krishna. And as we discussed today, the most easiest process is just engage in Gundicha Marjana. Okay? With that, let me finish here. So thank you very much. So in another 5-10 minutes, you will have prasad also. Please enjoy. Grantaraj Śrīmad Bhāgavatam ki. Jai.